A few days ago I came across this video.
And we're gonna try to hit as many levels as I can in 1 hour.
Where he tries to get as many levels as he can within the hour.
As I said, I'm challenging RPR, Danny and Luke TPS to do same challenge, and I want from them to challenge another 3 people.
And mama never raised no bitch. So in this video we're going to find out how many levels I can conquer in just 1 hour. However, there are a few simple rules for this challenge. You only got 1 hour for the challenge. You cannot stop the time unless the player don't skip the practice. You cannot score from distance when there is no goalkeeper. People call this long these days. No teaming, which means you cannot get a friend which helps you out within the challenge. And you have to create a new account. You also have to challenge 3 other players, and they also have to challenge 3 other people. Because I'm awkward as f***, I will mention them at the end of the video. I started the challenge pretty bad because I was like the only player on my team and they just scored on an empty goal. However, it didn't stop me from quitting this challenge, and I decided to do some skills what only Discord mods can do. Oh wait, he's a goalkeeper. And then I scored my first goal. And scored another one. Oh, never mind. After a time, nothing really happened and they were a bit of time wasting. I didn't get any XP until I scored another goal. And I got level 2. I sort of realized that I had a bit of luck through this challenge because I had a teammate which I could pass to. And I also had a bit of unluck inside the challenge because I missed big chances. So unlucky. And also I've been recording this video midnight, which makes European servers very quiet. Legend no one, maybe this no life does, plays TPS at 1 AM. And then after another few minutes I scored a hat-trick. There we go. Alright, it's halftime right now, and as you can see over here I scored a hat-trick. And so they left and I had to find another server. It starts pretty bad because you come across a player with no Wi-Fi and he's a little shithead which is reaching his ass. Alright, and over here I pretty much scored a banger. You guys gotta watch this, man. It's really good. Oh no. What a goal. Alright, I know what you guys are thinking. It was a mid goal, but I was sort of frustrated that match. Anyways, the match seemed a bit unfair again because I was like the only player in my team again, including the goalkeeper. But it didn't stop me from scoring some tap-in goals. And I think I also broke a rule. Wait, no, that's long. Wait, is that long? No. Is that long? If you guys think it's a long goal, please let me know in the comments. I didn't really think a lot about the previous goal and tried to gather as much XP as possible by scoring some goals. I struggled over here a bit, I clicked the wrong button, but I still managed to score. I had my chat closed, but I was curious what people said in the chat, even though no one was talking. So I decided to open the chat.
Hello my awesome friend.
Well, I guess there's one person who knows what I'm doing. Maybe I can long now. Alright, it's halftime and someone left. I had no choice, but I had to find another server. But this time it was special because I joined a server where the match has ended. For every completed match you get 50 XP. So I joined the winning team and got the XP. And I also got level 5. The match started, the time continued, and the player from the blue side asked me to join green. Which I did, because I don't need them anyways. Which is true, because I just scored in the first minute, however. But then some mother did this. However, it didn't stop me from getting XP because I can also give sick passes. Oh, and over here as well. Also got assist. And then I slowly realized that I've been playing with a teammate, which is actually also an alt, because which new gen player scores goals like this? The player who told me before to join a different team told this time. Don't use alts, only if you're making video then you have to put me in, only that. Well, I can choose to review myself right now, or I can choose to remain silent. I think you guys know what I will do. Just don't hesitate and expose who I am, because that's what everyone does, right? Oh, however, I continued playing because I needed to get as many levels as possible. Even though it became unfair, like really unfair. I decided to betray my own teammates. I regret of joining the blue side because they played unfair, I guess. Ow. Further in the game, I felt that they were struggling against me, since they didn't really manage to score any goal, but me neither. And after all of the boring dribbling without any XP, I got enough. And from the free kick, I just scored. And then I scored again. And over here, I failed successfully. No, I missed. Wait, he scored one goal. And then I basically needed one goal to make it 5-5. However, they started to make me frustrated. Yes, I reached him. What? Lucky. What the hell? Yeah, well, I've been injured for 16 seconds, which would have lots of impact on the game and on my challenge. Unlike me getting 0 XP, the goalkeeper kept us in the game a lot. And since I'm able to run again, you can really hear that I'm getting very frustrated. Right. Thank you for the ball. Lucky again. Yeah, well, I keep saying that they're lucky while I've been messing up in the game, but I'm currently just praying for a miracle. And just for your information, this is not a miracle. My finger slipped and I pressed on the wrong button. Well, later over here happened something I should be happy with or not, because look, the player got injured and received a red card right after. He got kicked from the server, which causes the server having less than 4 players, and XP will not be given anymore. Which means it doesn't count anymore, but I don't care, I'm just gonna tie it. Yeah, freak you, stupid. Loser. Alright, time to switch. Unless I can just stay and get my XP. Yeah, what a game. Well, right over here I have to score 1 goal and it's the 19th minute. If I score a goal, then I will win. Otherwise I will go through extra time. There we go. Despite of me not getting XP through the match, I'm pretty proud of myself that I turned the score around in my own. But the goalkeeper kept me in the game as well, of course. I leveled up and went to a different server. I then realized that I had less than 15 minutes left for this challenge. And I was just level 7. I had to get as much XP as possible before the challenge ends. And I got pretty lucky over here. And then I got over here pretty unlucky. Twice. And then I got pretty much unlucky again over here. And then I scored a goal. He's so sweet. Let's become friends with him. Are we going to become friends? Are we gonna become friends? Well, we just become friends. I just made friends in this challenge. I just become friends with this guy because he's a legend. He even said in the chat, super goal. And then the server died again and I was ready to search for another server. And then a terrible thing happened. I joined my friend. I had no other choice but just grab a random server out of the server list. However, it brought me to an EST server. I knew I wouldn't manage to get level 9 inside a few minutes, but at least level 8 would be amazing for me to end the challenge. 15? And then the last minute went in. It was really boring, nothing really happened. Well, 10 seconds already? This is going to be the last one. Yeah, it was pretty depressing that I didn't really got what I wanted. But I'm happy that I've done the challenge. And if you're gonna do the challenge, I recommend you to not play midnight just like me. And if I had to be honest, I've been pretty unlucky, isn't it? Well, anyways, the results are quite disappointing for me depending on how you look at it. I've become level 8. But does level matter? No. Unless you want to join ranked servers.
Further, I'd like to thank the Tacky League for being the only TPS league which I recognize which is willing to promote me. If you're searching for a league to join, then join this one. And if you are a Discord mod, then DM me. And thank you Heiko for challenging me for your amazing challenge. Oh yeah, after challenge 3 days to do the challenge of course. Our challenge Gallup, a Scottish fella which stood next to me cheering me through the challenge. Ilker, the Turk which said this once.
I don't mind man or woman, but...
Ronaldo TPS, the guy which doesn't stop bothering me, but further YouTube I'd like to promote. If this video gets 1k likes, then I will do the same challenge for 24 hours. And why 1k? Because I don't want to do the challenge.